hate to keep bringing up the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark drama, it must be noted that Angel Reese is playing for Unrivaled. Caitlin Clark is not. The numbers are not great.
Caitlin Clark's absence exposes weaknesses in the Unrivaled League and diminishes Angel Reese's hype. Caitlin Clark's decision to sit out the Unrivaled League has turned out to be a game-changing move that has rattled the very foundation of the league's marketing and its attempts to rival the WNBA. As Unrivaled tried to...
It's here that we need to just realize Angel Reese is playing. And, she's been very big on herself as being a massive draw. If that is, in fact, the truth, then why are people not watching with the same excitedness that they were watching
basketball? Modern, glamorous, and ready to keep players active during the off-season, it faced a harsh reality when the debut numbers were released. Despite the league being backed by high-profile investors like Michael Phelps and Ashton Kutcher, the reality is that the viewership numbers were underwhelming. In fact, the average viewership for
The boil on Caitlin Clark's ass, Angel Reese may be playing in the league, but who wants to see a goofy 6'6" woman miss...
season barely reached 312,000 viewers, far outstripped by WNBA games featuring Caitlin Clark, which routinely draw over 2 million viewers. Even with the star-studded support,
is unrivaled. It is also unwatched. If you don't have Caitlin Clark playing women's basketball, or if you're not the NCAA tournament playing women's basketball, you got
impressive salaries. The absence of Caitlin Clark left the league scrambling to find its footing. The hype surrounding Unrivaled seems to have fizzled, as the numbers simply don't reflect the level of excitement the league was hoping to.
Cool new modernizations and this whole new league that was just built and is now making its debut. Fans aren't really buying into it as of this point. The games have averaged about 312,000 viewers across TNT and True TV, which is their broadcast partner.
Caitlin Clark has proven time and time again that she is the most valuable player in women's basketball. Her strategic decision to opt out of Unrivaled only highlights the fragility of the league's ambitions. Without Clark, Unrivaled lacks the star power and the substance necessary to captivate its audience. Meanwhile, the
Nobody is coming close to the power of the Caitlin Clark effect. They're just...
Where Clark has consistently delivered record-breaking performances, continues to soar with viewership numbers that Unrivaled cannot match. For example, when Clark played in games involving the Indiana Fever, those matchups garnered upwards of 2.2 million viewers, and even games against teams like the Chicago Sky and the Seattle Storm saw similar heights. In comparison, Unrivaled struggled to surpass last season's WNBA averages, despite the league's attempts to build its product with flashy marketing. Even more troubling for Unrivaled is the inconsistent and sometimes unwatchable gameplay. The 3-on-3 format, which was meant to offer a unique twist on basketball, has been criticized for being inconsistent and hard to follow. Players, including Angel Reese, have struggled to adjust to the new style, leading to lackluster performances that further fail to excite viewers. This is where the contrast between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese becomes more apparent. Clark isn't just a player, she's a phenomenon. From her record-breaking NCAA career to her historic rookie season in the WNBA, Clark has consistently drawn massive audiences. Her games regularly attract over 2 million viewers, and her influence reaches far beyond the court, gaining pop culture traction from figures like Taylor Swift. Her ability to engage fans isn't just limited to her skills on the court, but also her grounded, authentic personality. On the other hand, Reese, who boldly proclaimed herself as a key reason for people tuning into women's basketball, is now facing the difficult challenge of living up to that hype. While Reese has amassed a strong social media following and embraced a larger-than-life persona, her on-court performances have not consistently matched the level of expectation. Her emphasis on building her social media brand over refining her game has led to increasing criticism, even from her own supporters. Caitlin Clark's absence from Unrivaled has done more than just elevate her personal brand. It's exposed the weaknesses in the league structure and the fragility of the hype surrounding Angel Reese. Unrivaled, designed to fill the gap during the WNBA offseason, has failed to maintain its relevance without Clark's presence. Her decision to sit out has proven to be a brilliant strategic move, leaving her in a position of power while exposing the league's inability to thrive without her star power. Ultimately, basketball isn't about flashy marketing or social media presence. It's about skill, performance, and the ability to connect with the audience through the game itself. Caitlin Clark has proven time and again that she possesses the unique combination of talent and charisma that can elevate women's basketball to new heights. Without her, Unrivaled feels incomplete, and the gap between her and the competition has only grown wider. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. The battle for the spotlight in women's basketball. In the ever-evolving landscape of women's basketball, Angel Reese positioned herself as the next big thing, boldly claiming to be the face of the sport and boasting about her ability to fill arenas. However, the reality is far more complex. Despite her celebrity endorsements and flashy marketing, Reese's presence in Unrivaled has failed to generate the kind of excitement or viewership that Caitlin Clark brings to the WNBA. The league's numbers remain underwhelming, proving that Reese's star power alone isn't enough to sustain fan interest. More troubling is the league's presentation. Pre-game shows, post-game coverage, and constant praise often come off as forced and overly complimentary, straying from an authentic basketball experience. Instead of insightful commentary, broadcasts often feel like an extended marketing tool rather than a genuine exploration of the game. As a result, viewers are left yearning for more substantive analysis and a true connection to the sport. While Reese has been vocal about her influence on the game, her performance has not lived up to the hype. Her time in Unrivaled has been marked by lackluster effort, low energy, and missed opportunities on both ends of the court. Rather than focusing on refining her skills, Reese has increasingly leaned into cultivating a social media persona, even embracing a Barbie image, leaving some fans disappointed and questioning her commitment to the game. Fans are beginning to see through the polished Instagram feed and glamorous persona, recognizing that basketball at its core is about skill, performance, and results, not just a carefully crafted image. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's decision to opt out of Unrivaled has only solidified her status as the ultimate power player in women's basketball. Her absence exposed the league's over-reliance on star power, leaving it feeling hollow, like a concert missing its headliner. When Clark entered the WNBA, it was clear that her presence would have a profound impact. Viewership surged as her performances set new records, and her humble yet confident demeanor made her a fan favorite. She brings not only the talent, but the character that has made her a magnetic figure in the sport. Clark's decision to sit out Unrivaled was a calculated move that preserved her reputation and strategic brilliance. By avoiding a league struggling to find its footing, she ensured her value remained intact, while the league's debut, without her, proved just how pivotal her presence is. Caitlin Clark has become the heartbeat of women's basketball. Her statistics, her game, and her ability to elevate the sport to new heights set her apart from any other player, including Reese. While Reese may have the glam and the attitude, Clark has the stats, the game, and the undeniable influence to push women's basketball into the mainstream. Reese's bold claims about her place at the forefront of the sport have fallen short, overshadowed by Clark's tangible results on the court. In the end, it's clear, Caitlin Clark is the true face of women's basketball, and no amount of marketing or social media hype can change that.